For the first time in the Middle East, there's a race that brings together 6 of the Gulf's countries. It's the inaugural Sail Arabia Tour, a 1,400-kilometre race for 6 teams with representatives from each nation, all racing identical boats.
The idea came in based on the activities and sailing events that's been going on all over the world, but with the region itself lacking an event of its own. So that's where the idea which we brought up, and to try and link all the Gulf states together and bring in a sailing and a credible event into the region.
3 years ago, the Oman Sail Project was born. The concept was to teach young Omanis how to sail and to restore what was once a great maritime history. They began with an offshore programme, choosing one Omani to sail around the world on board Ellen MacArthur's trimaran B&Q. Mohsin Al-Busaidi was that man. Now a celebrity in his home nation after becoming the first Omani to sail round the world non-stop. Mohsin is an integral member of the Oman Sail Project, inspiring more Omanis to get involved, but he still must compete for his place.
The Tour of Arabia is very good race because he's like coming from the GCC country. He's rounding to the whole GCC country.
Another Oman Sail recruit is Saleh Al-Jabri. Last year, he was given the honour of skippering the Jewel of Muscat to Singapore. This summer, he took part in the Tour de France à la voile, and now he skippers Team Renaissance in the new Sail Arabia Tour.
Oman Sail, or this kind of project, this is my dream. And I wish I will continue with Oman Sail because this is something special to me. And not all that, this is something special to Oman itself, to create some youngest, to bring maritime and heritage, and to show the world this is part of culture, and to go to compete with a best sailor in the world. This is my dream.
The race starts in Bahrain and finishes in Muscat, stopping in 4 countries along the way.
For us, it's a very good opportunity to be here, and we are very happy to do this race because that's a new tour that probably have a good future, and it's good to start the first tour and to look what's going on. For sure, we don't know the place and we don't know the venue, so we many things to discover during the race. But we're happy to be here, and we will do our best to sail well.
Light winds and overcast conditions saw a slow start to the first leg. The breeze built up through the night, with the teams coming in 6 to 7 hours ahead of schedule in the dead of night into Doha. Renaissance took the first win of the regatta.
I feel one of the million guy here walking in Qatar. I'm so really pleased, and see the guy gravity of training being valued.
The following morning, the crews begin to make preparations for the longest leg of the tour, a 160-mile hard sail to Abu Dhabi. It was the French team of Nouvelle Caledonia leading the way into the night. As the sun rose, the front 2 boats were unchanged, and as the teams approached the finish line, it was Nouvelle Caledonia taking the leg win, their first of the race in just over 27 hours.
We are very good, yes. We are quite happy with the way that we have sailed. We have a good forecast, and I think the file was very close to reality, so we have sailed very well with the wind, so we're quite happy.
The third leg was a 140-mile race to the Al Hamra Marina in Ras Al Khaimah. High winds out to sea and the spectacular backdrop of the Abu Dhabi skyline provided a perfect send-off for the boats. Nouvelle Caledonia opened out an early lead and held onto it throughout the leg, coming into Al Hamra Marina in 12 hours. Renaissance followed up in second.
We are so excited, getting to a really excitement leg 4 at the moment because of the mountains and changing direction of wind at the moment.
The next leg, to Musana, proved to be the most exciting, as 4 boats came flying in towards the finish line. Rewriting the script were the international crew of Ras Al Khaimah. They stayed in the heavier winds out to sea that ultimately paid dividends as they took their first win of the tour. The port of Musana, the new Oman sail training base for the development of their young sailors, played host to the boats as they rested before the last and shortest leg into the final celebrations at the Wave Muscat. After 2 weeks of sailing and over 600 miles completed, the teams headed to the finish. Nouvelle Caledonia once again taking the race win to cement the overall tour win. But for the mostly Omani crew on board Team Renaissance, finishing second in the leg and second overall in the tour proved a massive achievement for the team, who were clearly delighted by their accomplishment.
It's a long way to go here. The race was very intense, a lot of offshore sailing, a lot of night sailing, and we're quite happy to be here and to win the event.
The inaugural Sail Arabia Tour has provided a perfect platform for the future of the sport and for the race in the Gulf. With perfect sailing conditions throughout the period of the race and a spectacular backdrop from the skyscrapers of Abu Dhabi to the cliffs of Oman, the race offers teams from Europe a chance to compete in the winter months.